And welcome back to Balancing Unhinged. I'm Amber Shah, the Shah of Saint Augustine, and today I have a very special guest, Ann Andrews. Welcome, Ann.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
Thanks for coming. I met Ann quite a while ago, maybe almost a year ago, at the Early Birds group, and she's a very special human because she practices Ortho-Bionomy, and she's going to tell us all about it because, as you know, I am a NASM personal trainer and a yoga instructor, and I have over 15 years of experience, but I've never heard of this one.
Yeah, it's not well known, but it has been around since the 1970s. It's practiced worldwide. We have a society called the Society of Ortho-Bionomy. It's a not-for-profit organization, and so a lot of the Ortho-Bionomy practitioners are members of that. So how I got into it was I personally experienced a lot of debilitating pain in my own body to the point where I could no longer work for many, many years. I tried the traditional route, getting physical therapy and chiropractic and massage. And although all those things were really helpful, I was still at a point where I just couldn't work. There's a gap in my Social Security statement of 8 years where no income was coming in.
8 years?
8 years, yeah. Fortunately, my husband's business got us through that time, and we managed.
Mm-hmm. Right? And you were in your 30s or 40s, you said?
I was in my early 40s.
Okay.
I just had my second child, and I was working an administrative job, and I had never been at a desk all day long, and that's when I started to experience issues. The human body is meant to be in motion, and when you're sitting at a desk all day for 8 hours, I discovered my body was not compatible with that kind of work. So over time, within 6 months, I realized I started to experience a lot of pain in my body. And so I started doing all the right things, getting chiropractic, getting massage, physical therapy. And like I said, although those things helped, it just continued to escalate. And I was at that job almost 3 years, and I finally took a leave of absence with the intention of coming back, but that didn't happen. The universe had other plans for me.
Wow.
And that's how I discovered that I was good at giving people body work, massage. So I became licensed as a massage therapist with the intent. At that time, it was, I graduated from the Florida School of Massage in 2003. And my intention was to work with people because I loved helping people, helping them feel better, but doing it only part-time because my body was still healing. And then along the way, I get introduced to this body work, and it completely changed everything. You know how you find those aha moments in your life with defining moments? Well, this was one of them. It was so incredibly gentle. I remember being on the table and the practitioner working on me. I had a lot going on in my body that day. And she released a muscle in my belly called a psoas. And it was so gentle and so effective. And I was hooked. I decided I was going to take every single class that became available. I became certified as a practitioner, and then later on as an advanced practitioner. Now I'm an instructor as well. So I teach it to anyone that wants to learn it. I'm also certified with the state to provide continuing education units to massage therapists. And I've been doing it ever since, and I just love it. I love what it did for me. It helped me to heal. It didn't happen right away, because when you have a chronic condition, you've had it for a long time. It takes a long time sometimes for your body to start to change, but it made a huge difference. And it also has helped so many of my clients as well.
Once you start noticing that something's working, you want to just stick with it.
You want to stick with it, yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think it's going to be even better next time.
It kept getting better and better.
Yeah. So wow, so you've been with that for almost over 20 years now?
Yes.
Over 20 years in the St. Augustine area. How many teachers do you think that you've instructed?
Well, I'm just starting now as an instructor. I just became certified as an instructor 2 years ago. So I'm building my own audience of students at this time. But I usually go to massage schools and I teach it there. I also have taught it at, there's an amazing association in the state called the Florida State Massage Therapy Association. There's different chapters, and massage therapists that are members of these chapters, they go and once a month, they meet once a month, and they bring in a presenter like myself, and they earn continuing education unit. So that's how I'm teaching it there as well.
Great. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I just taught one in Jacksonville.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. And you've also been promoting this other thing that I've been hearing a lot about, which I'm very intrigued by this, and I want to learn more about it. It's called the BEMER.
BEMER.
Tell me about the BEMER too. Is that something that you use in conjunction with the Ortho-Bionomy?
Absolutely. So BEMER is an amazing therapy. It's an acronym. It stands for Bioelectromagnetic Energy Regulation, and I was introduced to it back in 2020. I was experiencing some debilitating low back pain that just started to creep up over time, and so I bought the unit for myself. And it's basically a body mat that you lay on. It's tied into what we call a B-box. It's like a computer. When you turn it on, it delivers a very special signal that specifically targets all the micro blood vessels in your body. And so it does two very important things. It helps to improve the microcirculation, and it also helps to calm and reset the nervous system. So when your blood is flowing better, it gives your body a chance to restore and repair itself.
Oh yeah.
Because this way your cells are getting what they need. They're able to eliminate what they don't need, all the waste and that kind of thing. So it's an amazing therapy. So I started using it for myself and my family because I want to age gracefully. And a year later, I got curious about using it in my practice. And so my clients get their 8-minute session. It only takes 8 minutes. It helps to calm and relax them. And then I've noticed that it makes a change in their body so that it makes my job a lot easier. What I love the most about it is it helps your body to heal itself. Just like the work that I do, this work, Ortho-Bionomy, it helps to stimulate your body's own natural self-corrective reflexes so that I'm not trying to fix or change anything. I just support your body where it's at, and I look for where's their ease and how can I support it, moving the body in the direction of ease, and then the body does the rest.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so the two marry each other really well because it helps the body to heal itself.
That's really cool. That's really cool. I actually used to work, and I'm sure it's not exactly the same, but it reminds me of when I used to work at this place called Body 20, and it's in Ponte Vedra. They do a personal training workout while you wear a suit that has electronic nodes that blast out a signal, but it makes a contraction. So it's like almost like it sounds like the opposite.
Sounds like a TENS unit.
Opposite. Yeah, it does. It's like we used to call it the TENS unit on crack. On steroids. So it's like but is that similar, or is like the frequency? Obviously, the frequency is different.
Well,
or is it just like not so much?
Yes and no. Okay.
Not so much like this.
So we are regulated by the FDA. The FDA has classified the BEMER technology as a Class 2 medical device.
Cool.
And what that means is it not only recognizes its efficacy, it does what it says it does, it says it's also safe for home use. Now, the FDA has no actual category for BEMER. In Europe, it's considered physical vascular therapy. Here in the United States, the FDA classified it as a muscle stimulator, also known as a TENS unit. Now, a TENS unit specifically targets the muscles, like that device that you were talking about, where it makes the muscles expand and contract. That's not what the BEMER does. Yeah, it targets the muscle walls of the micro arteries, the micro vessels. It does not target the muscle, and it doesn't make it expand and contract. What it does, that signal helps to restore the vasomotion in the microvessels. They have a certain rhythm and a certain tone.
It sounds to me like maybe it's just like a lower frequency, and the other one's like a higher,
very low frequency, lower than the Earth's geomagnetic field, lower than AM/FM radio.
Oh, like a lion.
Yeah, most people don't feel it, but what they do notice is how they feel afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just like creates like a nice little light buzz or something or whatever, but like a floating.
Well, if you are one of the lucky ones, you may feel some warmth, you may feel some tingling. But what most people feel afterwards is they just feel more relaxed. They just feel good.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I might have to try one. I might have to buy one.
Yeah, you're welcome to try it here.
I'm stressed out all the time. Yes, that would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
So what do you think is, your future? What are you going to be continuing to do here with all these things? How does it all come together?
I already have found my future. This is what I'm going to continue to do.
You continue teaching?
Continue teaching, continuing sharing and offering BEMER sessions and Ortho-Bionomy sessions. That's my passion. That's what I love to do.
And how long have you lived in St. Augustine?
Well, my family moved here in 2016.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. From where?
We were in the Gainesville area.
Gainesville.
For
Okay.
many, many years.
All
We
right.
had 5 acres out in the city of Alachua.
Yeah.
And so I used to commute to Gainesville for my work. So yeah, my husband talked me into moving here.
To retire from Alachua to St. Augustine?
He had been there ever since he was a child, and he just wanted to change of scenery. He has his own business. And so I was very reluctant because this happened at a time when I was finally coming out and doing, more of what I love, because I was housebound for so many years, and finally my practice is starting to grow. So for me, it meant starting all over again.
Yeah.
But it turned out to be the best thing that we did, because my practice is doing great here.
It's
awesome. Doing even better than it did in Gainesville. So yeah.
So did your kids grow up and move out of the house and then you moved here, or because how old were they?
No, they were little.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were in their teens when we moved here. So,
oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. And they were happy with the move too?
Well, they got used to it.
Yeah. Are they still around here?
My oldest is now in the Air Force.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's a captain in the Air Force. He's stationed in England at the moment. And our youngest, he's now 22. He's still with us. He's still trying to figure himself out.
Yeah, my friend's got a 24-year-old still at home. Honestly, I've got my father-in-law has a 45-year-old still at home. Anyways, sometimes they balance, whatever. And, oh my God, I'm trying. I've got kids, and I'm trying to like get it in their heads that like they should move out when they're 18. How do I secretly plant the seed that like you should definitely not plan on living here forever? I'm like, one of these days I will sell this house and move on to a cruise ship permanently. Yeah. That's my dream. But I want to definitely try out some of the things that you offer here, because we also just had this event, because we're in the same group together called the Ancient City Early Birds. It's the ladies only group, you guys. But we do accept all different types of fundings. we just had this event, and we were trying to work out setting up an event and setting up like a vendor fair and everything like that. So comment down below if you have any experience with vendor like market fair event, because what kind of issues do you think were maybe like the top 3 things that could have been done better maybe?
Well, it was, considering the time frame that we did it in, it was successful. The previous event we had 9 vendors, and we went to 31 vendors, and almost all the vendors were really happy with the event because we made some really good connections with each other. What we could have done better was started earlier, the planning and the marketing, to get more participation. I mean, we had somewhere between 50 and 100 people. So we're looking for ideas. How can we bring more people in? We already had a Facebook page event planned. We'll do that again, but we're also looking for what are some other sources that we can do to get the word out there that we're doing this event.
Yeah. Because I do the same thing. I run these, I do a quarterly yoga class down by the beach. And honestly, I kind of have a very similar feeling where sometimes the marketing is not super successful. Most of the time I start marketing my yoga class like only 1 month in advance, because honestly, it's like a very small space. So I get a little bit worried that too many people are going to come. So I'm like, honestly, but then like not very many people could show up like at all. And I'm like, oh man. So it's like, it's so hard sometimes to get these things right. So we just keep trying. Yeah. So hopefully we'll have a little bit more time in advance to plan this next upcoming event, and we'll feel good.
Yeah. So if you want to learn more about what I do, visit my website, Wellness with Ann.
Right here.
This is my space right here. You can also text me at 386-538-1918. I'd love to chat with you and tell you more about it.
We're going to do a little mini BEMER session right now. I'm going to fill out a liability waiver so that if I get electroshocked to death on camera, I cannot sue anybody except for myself. Okay. Should I disrobe? Just kidding.
No, the nice thing is my clients get to keep their clothes on.
Yay! All right, cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Do I lay down?
Yeah, so go ahead and lie down face up. Lie down face up. Don't put your head on this, though.
Okay. All right.
Okay, because if I have you lying face down, it's going to be hard for you to talk to the audience.
Yeah, whatever.
All right.
I got this thing.
That's fine. This is the BEMER right here.
Cool.
She's laying on a mat that's underneath the sheet.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh.
So the mat has 16 coils, and so when I turn that on, that's what delivers the signal via a pulsed electromagnetic field.
Oh.
So,
fun.
Chances are it's such a low intensity, low frequency, you may not feel anything. But some people may do feel something.
Okay.
So what we'll do is I'll turn it on, give it a minute or two, see if you notice anything. It's okay if you don't. The important thing is just notice how you feel afterwards. And while the BEMER is running, because this is what I do in a typical session, I could be working on any part of your body that needs attention. Is there any part of your body talking to you?
My right shoulder.
Your right shoulder?
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I had softball last night.
Oh, okay. So it's sore.
Yeah.
Is your range of motion limited or is it achy?
So I fell last fall on my shoulder. And ever since then, it's been limited range of motion.
Limited range of motion. Okay.
Yeah. Sunny, calm down.
All right.
Good Lord, dog.
So I'm going to turn this on. Now, in a typical session, I would probably put this belt pattern on your shoulder first. But in the interest of saving time, we're just going to skip that.
Okay.
Because your shoulder's still going to
I think I did feel it turn on, though.
I haven't even turned it on.
Oh, okay, never mind. Never mind. You said I'm turning it on. And I was like, woo, it's turning on.
Now it's on. So
now it's on.
Close your eyes for a minute.
Okay.
Just check into your body and see if you feel something. You might not.
Feeling
And that's
like
okay,
Sunny
because
needs
it's
to
still
calm
doing
down.
its work. So I'm going to come over here while the BEMER is doing its job, helping for your blood in the microvessels to flow better, calming and resetting the nervous system. I'm just going to work a little bit on your shoulder. So this body work is very gentle in nature, and I always move whatever part of the body that I'm working with always in the direction of ease. So, and I also check for areas of tenderness or tightness. So as I work with you, Amber, I'm going to check in with you to make sure that the positioning is comfortable. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask you for your preferences. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So when I touch here, is that tender?
No.
It's just a little bit tight. What about here?
That feels good. I like deep pressure and stuff, so
Right.
it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, it feels good.
It feels good. What I feel, it's not tender for her, right? But
That's like my standard, I guess. It's like that's how it always
I
feels.
know. Harder the better, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, this is completely the opposite. It's a very indirect approach. It's a very subtle approach. You'd be surprised how much your nervous system responds better to that when the touch is lighter. So I feel some tightness here. So I'm going to work with that. So let me lift your arm for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when I do this, now this area has softened even more. And then I'm going to apply a little compression. You feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Into the shoulder joint. And then I wait for a response. Usually there may be some pulsing, which is a sign of release. Sometimes it gets warm, or sometimes it just simply gets even softer. Or sometimes the person experiencing it all of a sudden just gets this general sense of relief in their own whole body. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling some tightness there, actually, a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. So let's fine tune it some more. How about there? It should feel like nothing.
Oh, yeah, I feel tightness sort of
In
like,
the back?
yeah, like right in here, right into the
Okay.
crease.
Like at the top of the shoulder?
Yeah, like
Okay.
where the joint comes together at the top of like the head of the upper arm.
Okay. All right. So that got softer. I don't know if you can tell the difference. Were you feeling it here at the top or? Ooh.
Yeah.
That's really
everywhere.
Everywhere. Okay.
I'm telling you, I fell. It was bad.
Yeah.
I think I might have broken something, but I don't go to the doctor.
You can use a whole session here. All right. So this is very interesting. What I'm feeling. Okay. Is this tender?
A little.
A little. Okay. So let's work with that next. Okay. Now, when I poke again, is it still tender?
A little.
A little.
But not as much as before.
Not as much as before. So let's fine tune it some more. How about now? Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. So this is how I work. I find the positioning that is like the magic. What am I looking for? The sweet spot. That's what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
The right. Okay. So this is the sweet spot right here. You comfortable with this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So her shoulder is completely relaxed. She's letting me support her, which is very important. I'm waiting. Okay, now I'm starting to feel a release happening right here at this point that I'm monitoring. So I've got my hand right under your elbow here. I want you to gently push your elbow into my hand as if you were going to bring it down towards the table. 10% of effort, minimal. What you're doing right there is fine. Give me a little bit more. That's good right there. That's perfect. That does not cause any discomfort?
Mm-mm.
Perfect. Okay. How about there? Is that okay?
That's good.
Okay. So now I'm going to compress straight into your joint. How's that?
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like the side I sleep on.
All right. How's just this point? There may be other things going on, but just this point right here. Is it better?
Good. Yeah.
Okay. So that's how this works. So another thing I want to do, this is more subtle work. There's different phases to this work. Is this okay?
Mm-hmm.
We'll hold your shoulder.
Yep,
so I've got my hands wrapped around your shoulder because I want to get a sense of what's happening under the skin. How are the tissues responding? Are they organized with each other? How is the shoulder blade responding in relationship to the clavicle? So it gives me an overall picture.
Oh my gosh, my dog is crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry,
what do you
dog.
feel?
I feel relaxed. Feels nice.
Feels relaxed, yeah.
It does feel relaxing. I'm getting stressed out over my dog barking, but that's my dog, so sorry.
I think he's getting tired of being in the carriage.
Yeah, my poor baby. He's been in there for like over an hour.
Yeah.
So usually everybody's complimenting him, and I was like, don't do it. This is what happens when he gets nice compliments, and then he starts being annoying.
I get the feeling your shoulder wants to do this. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So I'm putting rolling it forward a little bit more. There we go. Okay, and then you tell me what feels better when I smush it, compressing it, or...
That one actually just cracked a little bit behind my neck.
Okay. A self-correction, a self-adjustment, or is it better kind of tractioning it a little bit? What feels
I like
easy?
both. I
You
like both.
Yeah.
My massage therapist, actually, I've got a guy that I see like every once in a while, but he used to like pull on it for a prolonged period of time. Not like super hard, but
yeah, it's a different approach. Yeah, this is okay. All right. I think your shoulder likes the tractioning better. Yeah, because I'm feeling some responses happening here. It doesn't look like anything is happening, but there's a lot happening between my hands that I'm feeling and sensing. There's a lot of movement. It's kind of like your shoulder's going, what? What's this? What's this?
Well, yeah, even like my hands are on my stomach and they want to like fall down.
They want to fall down. There, let them fall down.
Let them
there
fall
you go.
down. Okay.
That's the relaxation response. How much time do we have left? We're almost. Oh, this is nice. I just felt this movement come out of your shoulder and go out.
Yay.
Kind of like an energy thing. All right, so just with that little work that we did, I want you to check in. Bring your attention to your shoulder and just notice what's different.
Yeah, it does feel like there's like a little bit of separation inside the joint there.
Mm-hmm.
That was good.
Mm-hmm.
Feels more. I'm gonna go home, play with my strap, and do like some shoulder stretches and see if there's a big difference. Because actually, so I'm a yoga teacher. I've been a yoga teacher for 15 years. I can do all these really advanced binds, right?
Yeah.
And after I got hurt last year at a yoga retreat, only I would get hurt at a yoga retreat. Oh my God. But yeah, and then ever since then, I can't do like my binds with my hands behind my back and stuff, and it's so sad. So
yeah.
sad.
So,
but I do feel relaxed from this mat. Sunny
feels more relaxed. There was a shift in her shoulder.
I was like,
so
Sunny needs to come on this mat so that he can calm down too.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is how this works. Over time, it can help to increase the range of motion because it helps the body to heal itself. Yeah. Thanks for letting me work on you so you get a chance to experience it.
Thank you for letting me try it.
Okay.
All right, everybody can come here to St. Augustine at Anne's Wellness with Anne.
That's right.
And right off of 16 down by the outlet. So as soon as you're done with your wellness session here with Anne and you're feeling super light and fluffy, you can go get some light and fluffy pancakes at the IHOP. Then you can go shopping at the outlets and do some retail therapy.
Yeah.
And all the things. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Namaste. See you later. Bye.
Bye.